Mark and Philippa Houston's company, Village Milk, is a dairy farm business that sells raw milk to the public via an automatic milk dispenser. The vending machine, located at their farm in Clifton in the Tasman region, sells in excess of 250 litres of raw milk each day.
The business is a boutique dairy farm. The whole basis of it is selling raw milk. There's about 60 hectares and we're running about 60 cows and associated young stock. So there's probably about 110 head on board. We were career dairy farmers through the ranks and ended up with a 200 hectare farm in South Canterbury with somewhere between 600 and 800 cows. We came here with the idea that we'd grow a bit of stuff, like we were disillusioned with supermarket food and all of the preservatives in it. And we just thought milk fitted into that and decided that we didn't really want to drink shop version of milk, so we decided we might as well do the odd cow ourselves and produce the milk, and then started really researching raw milk. We thought if there's a big demand, that's great, and if there's no demand, well, bad luck, there's a bit of money down the gurgler, but it turned out to be quite a good, steady demand. We've decided that having gone down the track of importing dispensers, we could easily have marketed those and just got them out there all over the place and sort of let the thing go. But we decided that raw milk was quite a fragile product and it wasn't something that you really wanted people with less understanding to try and just put it out there for public consumption. So we decided the only way that we could, as a family, if you like, manage that going forward was to go down the legal path with an RMP and do the risk management program properly and establish a baseline with milk testing. We decided on a system that was simple enough to be doable but produced a good result in milk quality wise. And then we decided we might as well put it in as a franchise, and that meant that anybody that's associated with us has a standard to reach and that milk quality is going to be consistent. We've gone with 1 litre glass bottles. We've sold 5,000 bottles so far. These are all over the top of the South Island. There's about 50,000 2 litre plastic bottles that are not in the Nelson landfill because of these things. The idea of Village Milk is 12 months supply, just calved twice a year really. It's organic principles, but I'm not pursuing organic registration. We've gone down the track of low chemical input and low fertiliser input and no processed fertilisers. As it stands, we haven't used any fertiliser at all for 3 years, and we do use some chemical spray for gorse, but nothing else. And any regrassing is straight pasture and ploughed over. It doesn't look like it's had no fertiliser for 3 years. You'd have to ask, well, why does that happen? What's the thing about that? And to a degree, it's low stocking rate, and the other thing, it's the natural soil profiles re-establishing. Those microbes are all fully functional and are alive and well, and the earthworms are in high abundance, and the nitrogen cycle's working really effectively. As you know, it's described as one of our benefits of a grass system, but it doesn't get utilised these days. But this farm is definitely showing up as being quite a feature in productivity. The Village Milk method is making a really clean job of milking cows. It's right from when the cows come in to clean the teats, pre-spray, wipe the teats dry, strip a wee bit of milk out to check the quality, and then paddle test if we need to, if the cell count testing is showing an increase in cell count. Ideally, you keep an eye on legs as well, if there's any source of dirt that'll get onto the teats even after you've cleaned them. So it's a whole approach really to making sure the quality's good. Milk will go off in 3 days if you've got E. coli in there, and that's why they process it really. Our milk lasts 2 weeks, so obviously we're doing a good job. The testing regime under our RMP is a weekly test which goes to the Cawthron Institute, and that testing covers APC, which is aerobic plate count, and E. coli and coliform as the basic test. Monthly we add in a cell count, which is an official one, it goes to Hamilton, that one, and also a inhibitory substance test, so that's monthly as well. And then 2 monthly we add in the pathogens, so there's Salmonella, Campylobacter, Listeria, and we also do Staph aureus. There's no second chances with raw milk, you've got to get it right. I always think of the mum with the wee children that come in and they're going to drink the milk, and I wouldn't feel a clear conscience if I didn't have it 100% perfect for them.
There are 6 Village Milk outlets up and running throughout the country.